appointment, is there a term on it for it?
Yeah, there is. It's a 3-year term initially.
And who do you report to, Phil?
And Phil reports through to me. That we're finalising the broader football club or football operations structure, and we'll do that over the coming days with Phil's input. Obviously, that was important to to get him in situation first, and then we know that David Noble's been carrying a few titles in recent times, so we've got some adjustments to make. But Phil will report through to me, but we'll have the interrelationships in the broader footy program working as they need to be.
The other thing, Phil, is you need to put a team around you. Have you started thinking about how that's going to play out and the people who are already here and how they stay or don't stay?
Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to the people who are already here, so other than talking to all the players, that's the other thing I want to do in the next 48 hours is sit down with the other people in the footy department and see what their vision is, how they see footy, just see whether we can get aligned, and we'll make some decisions after that.
What was it about this club, Phil, that made this job attractive to you? I'm assuming you didn't go for the Gold Coast job, it was just the Adelaide job. What was it about this gig here?
Yeah, again, people say I never wanted to be a senior coach. The reality is I've only officially been approached twice to be a senior coach, and this is the first club that's actually been prepared to get down and find out what Phil Walsh is really all about. So I've never been an assistant to chase jobs or put my name out there or audition for jobs. I've always been of a belief if a club really wants you, they'll come and find you, and that's basically what's happened in this process. Within saying that though, I spent a fair bit of time getting to know the Adelaide Footy Club and wanting to see where they saw where they were at and where they want to go to. It just so happened that those two philosophies aligned.
Andrew, David Koch obviously came out this morning and more or less alerted everyone as to what was happening. Is that disappointing that another club would preempt the news that he's coming here?
Yeah, look, I didn't see Kochie on television this morning, and look, certainly that's somewhat unusual. But look, he's in a difficult position. I suppose he was getting a lot of attention given the speculation that was in the media, has been in the media over the last couple of days.
Phil's just said he will sit down with the players and the coaches work out whether he can work them. Has the need to sort of bolster that coaching group around him, has it been sort of identified in the wake of Sando's departure?
Well, look, this is about getting a footy structure that's going to work for Phil and work for the club, moving forward. And where there's nothing off the table, there's nothing sort of locked in. As I sort of said 3 weeks ago when I sat here, we wanted to create the best football program in the AFL. We wanted to put the right people in the right seats. So this is a key part of that process. We've left it open. If there's someone to come with Phil who he wants to complement his skills, then that opportunity exists. Said we've got some other key appointments that need to be made, and they've been spoken about before, like a list manager, etc. But we'll get the balance of the coaching group right, and that's their discussions that will take place over sort of the coming days.
So we're obviously in the middle of our trade week at the moment. Will you have sort of any input in the next coming days as to who goes or stays at the club in terms of the playing personnel, or is there anyone that you come in and say that they're definitely off the table in terms of trades? Or
I need to get up to speed with that. I spoke to David Noble at length this morning. Then I intend maybe going across on Thursday to meet with the recruiting team. They're well down that path. We've got experienced people there. I'll let them do their job. Obviously, as the senior coach, I'd like to have some input into it.
Phil, you now get to set the agenda on how a team plays as senior coach. Is there a vision as to how you think the game should be played or how you think Adelaide will play?
Without getting too technical routes, the history tells us unless you rank in the top 5 in attack and defence, you're not going to play off in that last Saturday in September. So we obviously got a little bit of work to do in that area. You go back over the last 10 years, it's only that great Sydney team that has bucked that trend. So I think off the top of my head, Roots, we're 3rd and 11th. So I've got a little bit of work to do.
Is there a vision as to what the fan should expect from a Phil Walsh coach style?
Yeah, there is, and when they'll see it is when they can recognise it, not when I tell them to recognise it.
There seems to be a model emerging that there is a senior assistant at most clubs. Do you favour that more? You've been the right-hand man as well.
Yeah, Not so much a senior assistant for the situation I'm in. I don't think I need a senior assistant. I do like the idea though of clubs grooming someone to take my position. So if that's a senior assistant in a slightly different role, just to show that he's different than the other assistants, I do have some warmth to that role. But as Andrew said, we're probably going to take a little bit of time just to work our way through that, Jasper.
Andrew, you've obviously made a swift move to get rid of Sando with 2 years to go in his contract. Lots of pressure on the club. How confident that you've made the right call in that respect?
Well, just to be clear on that, so that call was made prior to me arriving effectively. So that my focus has been on ensuring that we've got the football program necessary to deliver success moving forward. And I'm very comfortable with the process we've gone through and the appointment that we've just made. As I said at the outset with my opening comments, Phil was the outstanding candidate through that process. He literally blew us away through multiple stages of that process with his vision for the club, his obviously the experience that he's got in the game, where he sees this football club being and how he's going to get there. Importantly, how he's going to get there, knowing that there aren't easy fixes or easy steps to take. This is about hard work, and he's going to drive that through the football program. I think that's consistent with the remarks that I made a few weeks ago when sitting in this chair when I was first appointed. So, mate, I'm really confident about the future.
Yeah, is there a time frame on where he wants to go? Did he mention that?
No, well, look, I think we sat here again over the last few weeks and have said that the club won't accept mediocrity. We believe that we've got a list that's talented, and we believe that that success is something that we should be able to achieve in the short term. But having said that, I haven't sat here and said to Phil, you've got to deliver the following in the next 3 years. This is about at its base level, and again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I absolutely believe in it. This is about ensuring that we've got the best football program. If we've got the best football program in the AFL, and I believe we've got the man right here to deliver that, then we'll give ourselves every possible chance of achieving the success that we want.
Is that saying that Port Adelaide's got the best football program in the AFL?
I believe that Adelaide Football Club will have the best football program in the AFL, and we've got the man who can deliver it.
Phil, how do you feel about that perception that player power determines a fair bit here in Adelaide?
Yeah, again, Rooch, I'd like to get to the bottom of that, but it has been explained to me that the decision that was made was not based solely on what the players said, and I believe that.
You've got a person or people in mind that you sort of want to surround yourself with, you bring into the organisation?
Yeah, look, I've worked with a lot of people over the journey, so I know a lot of people who would complement me. Whether that's doable or not, time will tell.
Phil, where do you stand on Patrick Dangerfield? I mean, a lot has been made of it. Are you open to a trade there, or instead of perhaps losing him for nothing in years' time?
No, I think it's been stated by the club he won't be traded. Contracted player, he's a required player. He's an important player to this club, but there are a lot of important players at this club.
And feel free to gloat here if you want, but what was it that set Phil aside? What made him different?
Yeah, look, I think there's a number of things that make him different, and some of those you know about, and one of them is he's tremendously experienced. That certainly set him apart. He doesn't come as a young assistant coach aspirationally looking for this this next step. He comes with 15, 20 years worth of experience in this game. When we asked around about Phil, so we obviously put him through the ringer. Through a few phases or stages of the assessment process, but we did our due diligence as well. Leading football mind, brilliant tactician, strategist. They were, it was nothing but glowing reports coming from him in terms of the footy mind that he will bring to our club. So that certainly set him apart. And then, as I said before, I think he delivers a hard edge. He's very, very driven, very, very passionate, and some personal values which I found particularly enlightening. He's a very humble man, very selfless man, and very much about team first. And they're the sorts of qualities that we want to be a core part of this footy club. So look, in the end, it was a clear-cut decision, and said he was the absolute outstanding candidate, and we I'll sleep easy tonight knowing that I've got his signature on a piece of paper and he's going to be an important part of the future of the Adelaide Football Club.
Phil, how was it playing with Ken Hinkley?
Yeah, Ken I only had 12 months with Ken. Obviously, it's funny because when I first started at Geelong, Ken was a player, and then it's gone full circle. Yeah, we had great synergy. He taught me a lot of things. Some other things he taught me also about how to carry yourself as a senior coach. I take them with me as well. And on a personal level, he actually helped me as a person. So, although there's great rivalry between the two teams, I've got a lot of admiration for the man.
What's that rivalry going to be like?
Yeah. I've been to Adelaide Oval. I know what it's like. I want to win. I don't want to walk off there losing.
You know the story you told on Friday night about that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that echo with you at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not going to be like Ken. He'll laugh. He knows what I'm talking about. I won't be like Ken Hinkley in the Bronx.
Phil, do you begin now? Day one is today?
Oh yeah, I'm going on a holiday. I had to push it back a week. I was going to Europe for 4 weeks. Now it's only 3, but I'll be moving coasters around, drawing on napkins. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Is there any time what to do with ruck-wise? Because that's a key hole here that's now.
Yeah, we spoke this morning about that. We hope to.
What's the best way to approach it, particularly what's on offer with
Yeah.
Charles and
Yeah,
company?
we'll look to bring one in hopefully, and we'll draft one as well. Rookie list. We need to build that stock.